Christine Tyson.
And I'm Sean F. Smith. What's good, Joe?
This is the industry standard. I'd like to welcome our guests, the Gecko Brothers, Sean O, Priest. Say what's up, y'all.
How you doing?
What's going on, y'all?
How's it going?
It's going well.
Yeah.
It's going very well.
How was y'all weekend?
Why are you so serious, though, man?
We had a really heated conversation, guys, prior to the airing, so.
Listen. Usually Cowboy fans act like that. They
Okay. So moving on.
Cowboy fan.
I'm sitting in between two losers right now.
Listen,
Packers, Cowboys,
we're not going there.
Giants.
We got 4 to 6 more weeks, and then we'll see what's what.
Okay,
Y'all already know how I feel. Y'all already know how I feel.
on it. We're going to put a dollar bet. One American dollar
$1
bill.
bet?
I don't want no quarters. I want $1. You bring me some quarters. I want to bring my J.
At the end of the season, we're going to come back and collect.
That's right.
All right. Oh,
Real.
you know what? Let's shake on that.
Let's shake
Everybody
on
heard it here first.
Yeah, they're going to come back at the end of
Packers
the
versus
season.
the Giants. Right here on the show, we're going to come back once,
And whatever team loses, you got to bring us Popeye's chicken. That's what we do.
You know what? You just want some chicken. You just want to eat. You always try to bargain your way into a dish.
Hell yeah.
It's just a cook.
Don't you?
I'm with you.
Right, Popeye's chicken.
Well, I mean, I'm so happy that you guys are here. We have a great show that's lining up. First up, this I wanted to talk about because, I kind of feel like there's a bunch of things going on behind the scenes with this. Aretha Franklin is now vying for her spot on American Idol to replace Jennifer Lopez.
Is she going to be the only judge?
No.
She should be.
I guess they're looking for 2 judges, and Randy is like on the fence.
He ain't going nowhere. What other job they going? Who going to hire him?
He was just meeting with his old boss.
Who's his old boss?
Simon Cowell.
He ain't getting him no job.
He may be going to X Factor.
He going to be driving his damn car when he finishes with him.
Shut up. I like the idea of Aretha Franklin.
Yo, bro.
I would have to agree with you. I prefer somebody who actually can sing and is knowledgeable of singing.
So he's saying Jennifer Lopez can't sing?
I'm saying J-Lo is not the best singer.
Wait, hold on.
Hold
on.
I agree with you.
Wait, hold on.
Listen.
I'm gonna let you get away with that because you're a guest, but me and J-Lo's best friends in my head.
Yeah.
Listen, I know her. Listen.
You know J-Ho? J-Lo?
I used to be in a group with her way back in the day.
What?
Way back in
Did
the
you
day.
get some too?
No, I didn't. No.
Listen, this is not the industry standards view, okay?
But you ain't getting none?
Nah,
What, you on break?
Will you stop? Listen, stop!
I went to get a pizza when she
I'm done. Having fits and all that, I'm done.
Because you know Enrique Iglesias hitting it now while she on
done
tour.
with you.
She be pregnant by Enrique Iglesias.
Aretha Franklin.
I would say I would prefer somebody who is very knowledgeable of singing. The problem I have with a lot of reality shows or judging shows is they have judges who are not experts in what the performances or whatever that.
Right.
So when I see somebody like Aretha Franklin, I'm like, okay, I can rock with you.
Yeah, and not only that, a lot of people saying that American Idol is like dying.
It should die.
You have, The Voice and you have X Factor. But I'm saying, when you look at The Voice and you look at X Factor, I can't name one celebrity that came from those shows. But when you look at American Idol, there's at least 5 or 6 that I can name that went on to flourishing careers. Either sold out records, been in movies, or on a show, Broadway. I mean, why not have Aretha Franklin, the queen?
Yeah, why don't they just let her be the sole judge?
I'm done with you. Why are you saying that?
Whole table.
Why are you saying that? She lost weight. Stop.
Okay.
Stop. She lost weight.
Well, listen, I ain't stopped watching. I stopped watching American Idol once Fantasia won. Once she won, I was like, I'm not watching it no more.
Why?
Because they're gonna let white people win ever since then. Oh, Ruben Studdard, he almost won.
There was a couple
but that Clay Aiken, the lady, that Clay Aiken girl won.
You know what? Stop.
Ruben beat him.
Yeah, Ruben.
But then Clay Aiken get a better career than him though.
Not really.
Think about
not really.
Clay, yes, she did.
Really
yes, she did. Clay Aiken, little Miss Clay Aiken got a better career than he did.
I'm done with you.
Right, guys?
Clay Aiken. Clay Aiken.
She is cute.
No.
What a little dog?
All that plastic surgery she done had.
Said, I'm gonna do this.
You know what? I'm done. I'm done.
Okay,
I'm done with that.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Well, speaking of careers, do you guys? I mean, you guys are very influential in hip hop and very knowledgeable about hip hop. And I just want to say, as far as careers is concerned, what do you think about the game using his blood rivalry to publicly go after another rapper who's a Crip, videotape it, and then put it on the net. I mean, is that part of? I mean, is that part of hip hop? Is like, I mean.
Yo, y'all better speak on that for real.
Yo, here's the thing I would say. Here's the thing I would say. First of all, you're never supposed to beat somebody up, tape it, and then put it on it.
I mean, is that the industry standard?
I mean, unless it's your kids. I mean,
right, unless it's your kids. So, Game being who he is should have known better than that. You've lost street credibility.
This is what I'm saying.
I don't even get it.
But
I don't
then
even get it. He taped himself? It wasn't a sex tape. It's a beat up tape.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I don't get that part. And I'm thinking, and not only that, it's one dude, and you got like 12 other dudes jumping this one dude on some gang-related tip, and you have.
Where's Reverend Sharpton when you need him?
And now with that footage, of course, this guy can go to the police and be like, look.
No. Excuse me. Roll this back.
Right.
He was stomping my face in that 5 minutes right there.
It's like, come on, Game. You, first of all, you
lock his ass up,
you're too old for that.
You need to be over that.
You need to be over that, man. You making records. You doing what
He also has a reality show coming out that's going to be showcasing his wedding with his fiance/baby mother, and that's supposed to give him a softer side to the game.
She's gonna marry him for jail.
But my thing is, like, you're a rapper. Like, your art is supposed to be making music.
Well, maybe his art is not making music. That's why.
What is it, gangbanging?
That's why he's whooping ass on taping it.
You know what? I'm done with that.
Priest, come on, Priest.
In terms of that, you know, what we got to look at is what the situation with Game is like. Why is he the artist that's put in that particular position? You understand? Game is not, you know, Game was who they needed to fill that slot.
Gotcha.
He wasn't necessarily the best rapper. He's not the best rapper on the West Coast. But they need someone who exemplifies a certain image and lifestyle. So they go to him to do. This is the same guy who was a stripper and was on Change Your Heart.
So
right here.
Yo, hold on.
So therefore, he likes being taped.
Hold up. Yo. Do that again. Wait a minute. Hold on. So you shaking his ass on the pole?
Yeah, he was a male stripper.
Wow. With his one eye?
I'm done with you.
He's like, that's not my good side.
Does he need to see this?
Get my right eye and my good cheek. Wow. Say word.
Wow.
Game, it's over with. Your game is done.
Wow. I mean, you heard it here, the industry standard. I mean,
Yo.
You went from stripping to off the pole to gang banging to recording records, and now you're on reality TV. I guess you're coming full circle. Tape it, like you said. He's used to be a tape.
And you said that, he said that dead serious. All right, Game.
I mean, I'm not a fan of his. I don't.
Well, at least we know he got a career if it's over with.
I mean, I don't entertain his music. You stupid. You know what? I'm done with that.
Shake
I'm done
your ass, girl.
Speaking of women.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Speaking of women.
Great segue. Shaking your ass to women.
I mean, you know, Trey Songz, the guy who self-proclaimed invented sex, says that, you know, he has a new track out, and on the track he uses the word B about roughly 30 to 40 times on the track. Now, I mean, 3/16, how many words is that? I mean...
But can I ask you a question?
So, he said, it's not my issue. My issue is not that he's using the B word. We've heard it time and time again in hip-hop.
Would you rather for him to say whore?
Listen, no. But for you to come out and say you're using it because you're empowering women?
But see, is
that the industry standard?
Not being funny. I know.
We call women derogatory names as men and say we're doing it to empower you?
Let's listen. But not being funny. I know him like personally.
Speak up, fellas.
He's ignorant. He's ignorant in person.
Ignorant?
Yeah. I mean, that's my dude and all. But you got to see him drink. I've opened parties for him and everything. He's ignorant. I love you to death, but he's ignorant, and that was an ignorant statement.
This is coming from another little bitch. So if he's a bitch himself, he's empowering himself.
See, I'm not gonna co-sign because see, you gonna mess up my money.
I'm co-signing that.
You gonna mess up my money.
No.
This is John. These views are expressed only by John O'Neill.
But John, I can tell you some shit after the show.
Okay. So he is a bitch. You just can't tell us right now.
I'm going to co-sign that because when I heard this, the first thing I thought was, pull your skirt down, your vagina's showing.
Who are you talking about? Trey Songz?
Yes.
Don't do that. That's my dude. Y'all messing my money up. No, we'll talk about this after the show.
And I'm not going to say all gay men. Before I say this, let me put this out there. Not all gay men. But most gay men think that the word bitch is a word of endearment and empowerment, and it's not.
Like, hey, bitch?
Yeah, like, I don't like that. I'm not about that life.
Go ahead.
Here's the thing. Okay, the bigger question is, why is he given a platform to do that on that level?
That's true.
Now here's the thing. You got an artist, right? The majority of his demographic are female women. Mm-hmm. You got black radio playing all of his records, and he comes out with a record, bitch, 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 and it's supposed to be a term of endearment.
What about his mother? Where's mother at?
Well, I mean, even his mother, your mother, anybody's mother. My question is, why out of all, you would not see any other community put the women out there in that regard. You wouldn't see a white woman referred to in a derogatory term and the record company promote it.
This is what I'm saying.
And
damn, you just got too deep on me right now.
The woman fan base accepted.
But this is the thing.
You got a little too deep on me right now.
This is the thing. The women are not accepted. The women are speaking up like Trey Songz. You went too far.
But guess what? But those same women.
I mean, he went too far when he said he invented sex. That was it for me.
But he is gay.
But again, it's his.
This is what I'm saying.
He's biased. Yeah, no, he's not. He's nothing.
They tried to say he was with Lauren London. Yeah, right.
No, he wasn't.
She wasn't with Lauren London. Please.
Y'all got me. That's my. But
then again, she wasn't with Lil Wayne. I mean,
see, to me, it's not about his sexual orientation. His sexual orientation can be whatever it is. My bigger issue with it is you're perpetuating this for black women, and what irritates me more about it is black women, the majority of them are accepting of it because they support this man. So the record company is giving it to you, putting it out there. Black radio is supporting it by playing this artist, and black women are the one who.
But I mean, I think that this is like,
of a certain age.
Definitely. That's number one.
Of a certain
number
age.
two, I've definitely heard some of his, his last two albums, and I don't find anything remotely close to this. Yes, he's speaking about his sexual experiences and what he can do in bed, which I don't believe.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I mean,
they keep talking
which
about
I don't believe.
Yo, Trey,
but that's your imagination.
Okay, we're gonna do it like this.
When you come out and you put out a statement.
Trey Songz was Frank Ocean before Frank Ocean.
Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Okay, what we gonna do? We gonna do like this. We gonna throw a few disclaimers in there.
I agree with him.
Yeah, my dude. Yeah. Well, maybe they should get
Frank
together.
came out and said, "Look, this is what I do."
But you ever seen Trey's boyfriend? The one that.
You know what? I'm done with that. I'm done with that. We are not.
He's the dude. He's the dude that be traveling with him all the time.
You need to stop. But they say they bisexual. This is the era where everybody is just doing anything, anyone, anyway, this is what they do.
Buy a purse and some panties.
This is what they do. They sleep with women. They sleep with men. I mean.
They better hope that damn.
This is not the industry standard, Trey Songz. Okay, we do not want to hear a song that only has 3/16 all full of bitch. Okay,
Did your mama co-sign that, Trey?
That's all I need to know. I'm so done with you. Anyway, moving on. Jason Kidd arrested.
So he had a little drink.
Who's a Knicks
fan?
fan?
Me too. I'm here, right here. So he had a little drink. What's wrong with a little drink?
Okay, listen. I don't watch basketball.
Can we change this subject?
I don't watch basketball. Well, this is what I would like to say. Okay.
Really? Y'all gonna do that with the face? That's what we doing?
Yeah, look. See, he don't look that drunk.
Listen,
this wouldn't even be an issue if he was still in Dallas. Y'all wouldn't even be talking about this.
He'd be more drunk.
Y'all wouldn't even be talking about this. And this dude, this gives him free range to go buck wild because he hates the Knicks.
Okay, wait a minute. Did the Knicks
hate the Knicks?
Okay, wait a minute. Did the Knicks just sign him? He hasn't played with the Knicks
Hasn't played again.
Not yet.
Okay,
not yet.
So he was celebrating. Let's just assume.
Not yet. No, he was at a charity event.
He was celebrating.
And the Hamptons. I'm sorry.
He was celebrating. Okay, it's fine. My thing is, at this point, I think it's the industry standard that I'm putting out there is that club owners, club promoters, club people, at what point they have footage of Jason Kidd being carried out of the club because
they put him in his car and let him drive.
Intoxicated, and y'all allowed him. Now I'm saying he didn't have access to his keys. Couldn't have, because guess what? He's not parking his car on the street, right? So I'm thinking he handed his keys off to some valet. You didn't have nobody in your camp, nobody around that said, "Let me not." He could have died. He could have.
I think it was a setup. I think it was the white people.
He could have died.
I think it was Dallas.
You think it was Dallas?
I think Dallas set him up.
They gave him like 9 drinks and said, "Yo, bring his car."
It was Mark Cuban who did that to him, man. Mark Cuban filled his drinks up and gave him his keys. It's like, going out.
He hit a pole. He didn't hit no people.
But he could have killed him, so he could have died. He could have killed someone else. But
he didn't hit the thing that hard, Christine.
Why did they allow him to get into the car? This is what I want to know.
He didn't hit it that hard. He didn't hit the thing that hard.
And also, what I also want to know, you a Knicks fan?
No, I'm a Sixers fan.
Okay, you're a Sixers fan. Okay. What I also want to know is, where's the press conference with the apology? Because I haven't seen it yet.
Because he's almost white. They don't need one.
Really? Really? Because had this been anybody else, the press conference would have been immediately.
If it was Sprewell, they would have him in jail.
This is what I'm saying. Like, I mean, where is the apology?
Sprewell would have choked the cameraman and be like, yo, y'all better not show this nowhere.
It is illegal to drink and drive, which is why he got arrested.
How many people drink and drive? Have you ever drunk and drive?
He was annihilated.
Have you? How do you know? It could be.
There was footage
I think
of them carrying him out of the club.
Maybe he had just thrown up, Christine. And you know, after having a couple of drinks,
you know what? You better stop with these drinks. You better stop. You alcoholic.
I'm not an alcoholic.
This is coming from the same
guy
who
says. I do like my souls and liquors.
This is coming from the same person who said Lindsay Lohan.
That's my girl.
She got drunk and passed out. That's normal.
You're not gonna talk about Lindsay Lohan.
You couldn't wake her up, but that's normal.
See, look, I left with J-Ho. I left her alone.
You know what? I'm done with that. I'm done with that. I'm so done with him.
You're not gonna talk about Lindsay.
I just want to know where's the apology. I mean, okay, you know what? If they gotta wear suits, they should at least be able to come out and apologize for being arrested.
He's sorry, y'all.
For DW. All right, I forgive you.
Thank you.
He came on Sean Anthony Smith.
Get in and play some damn ball.
Well, moving along, we know, basketball coincides with music, and I definitely am happy and excited that you guys are.
They're gonna perform.
Thank you. I wish you guys could come. I wish they could perform. But guess what? Our budget wasn't big enough for that, so I would like you guys to kind of tell us a little bit about your music, about what you guys got going on right now.
Well, basically, John and I were both artists in similar situations. We both had records on different. We were both signed to major labels at different points in our career, and we grew up together around the same block, different ends of the same block.
Okay.
And we knew each other. He got his deal at the same time I got my deal, along with a few other people in the neighborhood, and we had always rhymed together. I had produced a couple of mixtapes for him, and we came together to put on a project with the Gecko Brothers, and everything else from there pretty much emanated from that.
So what are the Gecko Brothers? What does Gecko mean?
Gecko.
You got the little thing chasing y'all around the stage.
Right. Yeah, it actually does.
Gecko.
Well, what it actually stems from, we were actually talking about this earlier, George Clooney did a movie called From Dusk to Dawn.
Okay.
And him and Quentin Tarantino were the Gecko Brothers in that movie.
Right.
Okay.
The story, the unofficial story is we took it from Quentin Tarantino because he always steals shit from black people. So that's why we got the
Quentin
name
Tarantino. I still want to be in one of your movies, so
do I. But hopefully, because he likes hip hop a lot, maybe he'll put us in this movie.
And if you need a host, I'm there. So we all good.
So that's where the Gecko Brothers come from.
All right.
Clooney and Tarantino were very dangerous guys in that movie.
Okay.
And we consider ourselves dangerous MCs. So that's Gecko Brothers.
So is it like gangster hip hop?
No. It's authentic hip hop.
You got no ladies dancing in your videos and stuff?
There's a lane.
Not provocatively.
They always gotta have a woman dancing in the video.
Well, but see, not in the sense of like
Nelly
with somebody sliding a card between their butt cheeks. It's not gonna be like that. It's gonna be on some grown up. We're grown men. We got kids. We ain't trying to be out there doing it like that.
So what does your sound like? I mean, you guys are working on a project together. What is some of the sounds that we can find on the mixtape?
Well, this is actually our third album.
Okay.
We released From Dusk Till Dawn, which was our first album.
Okay.
We had a record on. We had, which was a big success in college and underground circuits.
Right.
Nice.
We had a single called New York Minute.
Shout out to French Montana.
Yeah, shout out to French Montana. We had a single called New York Minute. It was a big record for us. So that established the foundation. Our second album we did was titled Take Cover, A Tribute to Hip Hop.
Oh, wow.
We took all of the artists who inspired us, everybody from Treacherous 3 to Houdini,
Run DMC, Fat Boys,
Wow,
the real
Biggie,
rappers.
Jay-Z,
Yeah.
and we did cover versions of their songs. Now, to do a cover version of a rap song, you can't just get up there and do the same lyrics. For us as MCs, the challenge was to put our own words into those slots with the same cadence used in the original and make it something new. So we did that, Take Cover Volume 2. And our recent album that we released is called It Takes a Nation of Geckos to Hold Us Back.
Which is a play
on Public Enemy. We released our album 20 years to the day of the Public Enemy album, It Takes a Nation of Millions to Hold Us Back. And we used that title because we feel as though that was one of the most pivotal albums in the history of hip-hop. And our album is pivotal in the sense, you know, we're considered one of the leading underground acts in New York.
Nice.
And so for us to release that album, it was our statement within the underground saying we are that group that will be as innovative as this act was on that level.
On that level.
You know, and not only that, our thing is always about paying tribute to the people who came before us and the people who made it possible for us to do what we do.
So what do you, I mean, what are your take on people who say hip hop is dead? I mean, there's been a lot of talk about it, and then, you know, you've had people like Jay-Z, you know, come out and say hip hop is not dead. Kanye,
right? They keep killing it though.
I mean,
how many times he gonna retire? You kill it every time you retire.
I mean, my whole thing is that I feel like right now there's a hole in hip hop. It's either you are great, or you're bubblegum. Okay. You know, it's like,
speak to that?
Where's the in between? How do we get people such as yourself that are making, you know, relevant, important music
and bringing it back from the old school
and bringing
to, you know, bringing
to
it
fit
back
in that middle?
I think people need to stop using the term hip hop. Rap music.
Okay.
Rap music itself.
Because that's what we grew up on. We grew up on rap music.
Right.
I don't know where this hip hop thing came from.
Now, hip hop is the culture itself.
Okay.
Hip hop itself is not dead. That apparent is because there's hip hop in commercials, there's hip hop in movies, so it's not dead. Rap music itself is on life support.
Okay,
it's on life support.
Y'all understand that,
right? So it's like the guys that's making rap music today, they're horrible.
Yeah.
Right. So yeah, that genre of hip hop, the culture, is kind of
right. You have to clarify the difference between what is rap music and what is hip hop. Hip hop is a culture, whereas rap music has evolved into something that is financially driven.
Right, which it is, yeah.
Right,
yeah.
You know, it's corporate entities driving an art form for financial gain. And that's what you hear on rap radio. So most people who don't really understand the difference hear rap on the radio and they equate hip hop to that because that's the term that's been put on it.
Right.
Hip hop was never even, hip hop is what we called it. Rap music was a term that people outside the culture came up with the name for. Because they didn't understand. That's where the term rap music comes from. When people outside the culture came and saw us doing hip hop, they didn't know what it was. Right, MCing, they called it, they're rapping to each other.
Right.
It became called rap music. So first you have to clarify the difference between rap and hip hop. Now, is it dead? No. Yeah, no. But then you have to, when you look at that, understand that rap radio music is one thing and hip hop is another. And it used to be that you could have both entities living together. You would have you'd have Cool G Rap, Biz Markie, Big Daddy Kane, Slick Rick.
This is what I'm saying. I feel like there's a gap.
It's like a disconnect. It's like
somewhere, and it's like, you know, before when, you know, I'm not an avid you know, hip hop rap listener.
Right.
You know, I didn't get into the culture until I was about 15, 16.
Okay.
But
You're 17 now.
Someone called me 22 the other day.
He was drinking. It was Jason Kidd. I'm sorry, dude.
You know, but I kind of feel like before I used to pick, when I first started listening to rap and hip hop, I was like, okay, you have Nas, you have Biggie, you have Tupac. I could choose which one that I could identify with, you know, that I could identify with. Now, there really isn't, the people that I kind of identify with a little bit, people say it's corny. It's soft, it's whack, it's old, you know, and it's kind of like, why is that?
Like, I'm not buying no damn Lil Wayne album. I'm not doing that. I don't even want to download his music on my stuff. I don't even know what he's talking about.
You know what, though?
Pull your pants up and shut up, boy.
I think there's room for Lil Wayne, but we also have to give room to act like Little Brother. It used to be there was a balance.
Right. There's no balance.
Everybody now is fighting for one lane.
Right.
And whatever that lane is, everyone is trying to be in it. And as a result, there's no balance on the radio for you to hear the whole spectrum of hip-hop.
Right.
Yes.
And unfortunately, because it has to do more with the finances rather than the art form,
right,
you don't see that changing.
But didn't the art form create the finances?
What happened was people realized that the art form could be used for financial gain.
Right.
And they realized and saw the money that was in that. What I think has to happen to change that in hip-hop is people who profess to love hip-hop culture need to support what they love financially. You will have people who will sit there. There are people who, online overnight to get tickets to see Jay-Z. But their friend down the block is a good rapper. They like him, but they will not spend $10 to come see that friend at a local club.
Or buy his CD.
Or buy his CD. Or even buy a drink with his, or buy his T-shirt.
Right,
you know what I mean? So we as lovers of the culture have to represent with our financial dollars what we love more so.
You should buy what you like.
Well, this is why on the industry standard, you know, I love to bring people on that we can appreciate. You know, on the blog, when I do Talent Highlight, I don't necessarily do what's popular.
Right.
You know, I do what's relevant to the medium.
Right.
You know, so I really appreciate you guys, you know, like coming on and talking about that, because sometimes people are like, oh, well, I don't want to, you know, contact you guys or, you know, speak to you guys because I feel like you're probably looking for a bigger name to kind of like jump you. Like, that's not really what it's about, you know. We're community based and we like people to come on and talk about what they're doing, listen to their music. Like I said, I wish we had the setup for you guys to perform, but we're definitely going to get some of their music.
You can't afford us.
I know, I can't afford them. I can't afford them. I mean, you know, but...
Just because y'all, like Sinead was saying, just because y'all was signed don't make y'all all that. Just because y'all was signed, kid.
It's true. But we're definitely going to I'm definitely going to put together a post of you guys, so I'm definitely going to put your music out on our site so that way people can take a listen, they can hear it, they can find a way to, you know, kind of contact you guys and, you know, get it poppin'.
No, we're not on iTunes. And
that was to get your asses on iTunes.
Well, see, you know what? We made a conscious decision not to do iTunes because what happens is every artist I know has a song on iTunes, and it's like throwing a rock into an ocean. You know what I mean? There's so much on iTunes, it's over flooded with artists that where do you, unless you have the money to promote and put it up there, the big thing is, I'm just on iTunes. We decided to control, that was, John and I, when we set out to do this, had the option to shop the label route and do all of that. We decided to do this 100% independently because it freed us up and allowed us to do what we wanted to do the way we wanted to do it, even down to the economics and the finances of what we do. So we set it up independently. You can come to our site and get the album. Download it. All of the albums are up there available for download free.
Gotcha.
For free 99, y'all, they said.
And we're definitely gonna, don't worry about it if you guys didn't get that, you can always go to tistalklounge.com where we will have a link to their site where you can actually get the album. Are we wrapping up?
And get up your asses and buy the damn music, y'all, instead of buying Lil Wayne stuff.
Support the culture. We had a whole list of topics, but I mean, you guys hit it up with way more interesting stuff than just, you know, going in on the beebs and this and that. So, you know, thank you for clarifying hip hop and rap.
This will be the first and the last time you see a Giants fan shaking a Packers fan's hand.
Take a picture, write it down.
Take a picture, y'all better get it.
Take a picture, write it down.
Remember, we still got that bet.
That's right.
Yes.
Chicken and
$1.
Y'all gotta
come back. Y'all gotta come back, and when we do, you know, get our budget up.
I'm gonna call you when
they gonna
Cowboys
perform for free,
to the Giants too.
Their asses gonna perform for free. We ain't even up for discussion.
We're performing for some chicken and Kool-Aid.
Okay, then we good. I got the Kool-Aid.
Don't forget to watch us here every Friday night at 8:30 p.m. BronxNet Channel 68. And if you don't have BronxNet, you can always catch us on the web, tistalklounge.com. Hit us up on Twitter, tistalklounge.com. And for more info on the Gecko Brothers, tistalklounge.com.
Also, priestforever.net. That's the site.
Okay, say that again. Do it again.
Priestforever.net.
Right.
There you go.